Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, as we are getting ready for NCCAA Division II South Region Men's Soccer between the Eagles and the Bruins from Bob Jones University. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean is back on camera. Noel Whitaker will be keeping track of the stats for us once again this afternoon as South Region competition is ready to begin. The Bob Jones Bruins come into today's play with an overall record of 8 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. They have 2 wins and no losses in NCCAA Division II South Region competition. Those wins came over Toccoa Falls 5-0 on September 24th and Pensacola Christian 1-0 on October 1st. The Bruins will wear the dark uniforms, the navy blues, going from the left to the right. And the home team, TBC Eagles, are wearing the home whites with the blue shorts and going from the right to the left here in the first half. And as you see, we are underway. And that one goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Bob Jones throw-in. Trinity Baptist College comes into today's play with an overall record of 1 win, 6 losses, and 2 ties. They have played much better soccer than that record shows, having taken on NCAA Division II and III teams, as well as some of the top-notch NAIA competition in the state of Florida and beyond. As that one goes out of bounds, and the Bruins will have another throw-in, this time deep in their own defensive side of the field, rather. TBC is 1-1-1 in NCCAA South Region competition. We have our first foul. That's called against Trinity Baptist's Eric Colston-Artis. And Bob Jones will have the free kick and waste no time getting the ball back into play. Trinity Baptist has tied Toccoa Falls 1-1 on September 3rd. They lost 1-0 to Pensacola Christian College on September 24th and defeated Trinity College of Florida 6-0 earlier in the season. Trinity Baptist will have the free kick on an absolutely gorgeous Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. We start the game with temperature right at 80 degrees and the winds blowing from the far corner that you see on the screen straight in toward the camera at about 9 miles per hour. And when it gusts up to that 9 miles per hour, feels fantastic out here again on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Launched into the box and up and over the head of Paris Reagan, and Bob Jones will have a chance to clear this one out. The Bruins are coming off a 4-0 win over NCAA Division II Southern Wesleyan University this past Tuesday. And Trinity Baptist's last game, it's been a while, September 24th. We had midterm exams and then some rescheduling due to the hurricane that came through. That last game was a 1-0 loss to Pensacola Christian College on September 24th. Of course, go to TBCEagles.com. Paris Reagan trying to get to the ball before goalkeeper Chris Monzeski is able to do so. And Monzeski is able to win that race to the ball. Go to TBCEagles.com or BJUBruins.com for the information on your favorite team. In the goal for Trinity Baptist is Jason Izaguirre, who's allowed 23 goals. He has 27 saves in 699 minutes entering play this afternoon. Bruins goalkeeper Chris Monzuski has allowed 6 goals and saved 26 shots on goal in 872 minutes played. The Bruins average 19.1 shots per game in their 11 games. 54.6 of those are on goal, and they have a shots percentage of 14.4%. And we have ourselves a whistle, a push from behind called against Jorgen Torres, and the Bruins will have a free kick right at midfield. That shots percentage means that 14.4% of BJU's shot attempts have scored goals for the Bruins. Trinity Baptist averages 12.6 shots per game. 55.8% of those shots have been on goal, and the Eagles have a shots percentage of 12.4%. Trinity Baptist has scored 14 goals this season in their 8 games, make that 9. and have allowed 23. Bob Jones has scored 33 goals in their 11 games. Make that 12. I keep forgetting to add the tie. And they have allowed just 7 goals total in 11 games, 12 games. Get my math right eventually. That one goes out of bounds, and another throw-in for the Bob Jones Bruins. Leading scorer for Bob Jones University, number 2, Rylan Bolt. He has scored 8 goals. And for the Eagles, number 7, Nick Lockridge, has scored 3 times, and so has number 18, Julius Petterit. Unfortunately, Julius Petterit unable to make it to today's game. The first shot of our game goes wide to the left and out of bounds for a goal kick. That was Gashid Laresh, who has 1 goal this season. Got quite a bit on it. That one deflected off a TBC defender, so it will be a corner kick for the Bruins. Laresh got a lot on that shot, but deflected out of bounds. So our first corner kick of the afternoon, angled in toward the goal and headed up and away by Lockridge. Shot attempt, turn and fire from Conley Burke, but he got underneath it and put that one over the crossbar. Burke has 4 goals scored this season. He's also assisted 1 more. Glad you're able to join us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Jason Izaguirre, we know the leg he has, a big boot, kicking somewhat into the wind. Again, not blowing all that hard, but can affect a ball up in the air like that we just saw. Izaguirre sends this one toward the sideline. And TBC for a moment had possession, and now we have a loose ball heading over near the sideline. Noah Caballero with possession for the Eagles coming in front of us, but tapping that one out of bounds is Ryan Bolt. Jason Izaguirre, a freshman from Miami, Florida, gotten the bulk of the time in the net for head coach Dan Robertson. Chris Monzewski is the goalkeeper for the Bruins as we have ourselves a whistle at midfield. It's going to be a free kick for the Bruins. Chris Monzewski is a graduate student from Sterling, Virginia. Bruins have taken 2 shot attempts so far. Eagles yet to get one off. Bob Jones has had the ball possession for the most of the first few minutes here this afternoon. Bob Jones, the 2-time defending South Region champions from the past couple of seasons, defeated Trinity Baptist both times in the South Region final, and both times after Trinity Baptist came from behind to defeat Pensacola Christian. Ball off Reagan's foot, but well played by Torres. Eagles with their first good opportunity. Sent to the center for Donovan Roberts. That one got away from Roberts just a little too much, and James McCarty, whom we have seen many times here on this field, sends it all the way up to the offensive side for the Bruins. McCarty, 1 goal, 1 assist so far this season. And a race for the ball near the corner, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Bob Jones. And heading over to take that throw-in will be Peter Waddy, who has a goal and 3 assists this season. And we have a high kick, and it looks like contact made on that kick, and that's going to stop the clock with about 37 minutes remaining. And the man down is Conley Burke. He took the right foot of Donovan Roberts, and he is still down. And Burke back up on his feet. I didn't see a card come out of the official's pocket. Now it looks like he is holding a yellow card. So that's going to go against Donovan Roberts. Now the question is, were they in the box, or is it going to be a free kick from just outside? From this vantage point, it was hard to tell, but it looks like it's going to be a free direct kick from just outside the box on the far side of the field. Taking the kick will be Mario Figueroa, 5 goals this season, and he sends it in front of the net. Lockridge goes up high, but another Eagles defender is able to head this one away. Reagan couldn't quite get to the ball in time, but a header towards Torres. And Paris Reagan trying to beat one man to the ball. He gets out in front, passes into Torres, but the ball is knocked away by Luke Marcos. And Bob Jones staves off the attack from the TBC Eagles. And Bob Jones comes away with possession. A terrific play by Luke Marcos, a senior from Roswell, Georgia. He got back there in a hurry. Reagan had the option of taking the shot or getting the ball to Torres. And he made a good pass, but a great play by Marcos thwarted the effort. Sometimes you do everything right and the other team just makes the play. I'm trying to do both the on-screen scoreboard as well as bring you the action, so please forgive me if I miss start and stop of the clock. We do have about 35.5 minutes left. As Bob Jones looking to make another advance. Just inside the box and a shot taken and blocked by McGuire and cleared away by Nick Lockridge. The shot was taken by number 23, Conley Burke, his second attempt. That one goes on goal, and Jason Izaguirre gets his first save of the afternoon. And credit Lockridge for hustling back and making sure the rebound shot attempt did not happen. It will be a corner kick for the Bruins and a very gentle tap to get the ball back into play. All sent in front of the net, knocked away by a defender and a second shot attempt. That hit off a TBC Eagle and rolls out of bounds. Of course, all the players bunched together inside the box. Tough to see who last got a foot on it, but Bob Jones has the throw in. Torres pops this one way up into the air. And Marcos keeping possession for the Bruins, but stolen away by Paris Reagan. Sent up to the Eagles' offensive side of the field. The pass, that one was intended for Juan Moyano, but intercepted, and now a race for the ball. This is Ryan Bolt getting inside the box, and he hits it off the right post. Bolt's first attempt of the afternoon. Got it past Izaguirre, but off the post and out of bounds. So a goal kick for Izaguirre. Jason Izaguirre, 5'11" freshman from Miami. Izaguirre hitting that ball into the wind. And a ball eventually controlled by Bob Jones's James McCarty. Over to the far sideline and a nice takeaway by the Eagles. And a race for the ball headed toward the corner and tapped out of bounds by Marcos. And the Eagles will have a throw in deep in their offensive side of the field. Head coach of Trinity Baptist College is Mr. Dan Robertson. He is assisted by Fabian Bonchiro. The athletic director is John D. Jones. I am the assistant AD of sports communication, Ray Bureau. Header and over, and almost an own goal off the head of Jorgen Torres. Fortunately for him and the Eagles, he got underneath that one. Our athletic trainer on staff this afternoon is Cassandra Stoll, and our game day coordinators are Jamie Bird and Amber Bird. Noel Whitaker is doing the official scorekeeping for us this afternoon. Head coach of Bob Jones University, Mr. Greg Fulton. He is assisted by Ryan McCarty, Micah Klein, Paul Christensen. The athletic director of Bob Jones University is Dr. Neil Ring, and the sports information director is Ms. Caitlin Unruh. Bruins on the move once again past midfield. And Torres comes away with possession as Figueroa lost his footing. However, the Bruins maintain possession, send the ball upfield, and an offsides will be called against Gashid Lariche. Of course, the whistle blows when the attacker makes contact with the ball, but the flag went up as soon as the ball was passed from midfield. Official says he was a full step past. And Trinity Baptist will have the free kick. Lariche very fast, but he was a little too quick on the advance. No score, as you see, in case you're just now joining us. Approximately 31 minutes left to go in the first half. This is a South Region matchup between two friendly rivals. And we'll see them on the basketball court not too long as the basketball season gets underway at the end of this month. That one was out of bounds. Jair Zavalos knocked that one out, and Bob Jones will have the throw-in. "14 different Bruins have scored at least one goal for Bob Jones University, led by Rylan Bolt with 8 and Mario Figueroa with 5 and Conley Burke 4. Bryce Ramler has 3. Those are the team leaders. Another throw in for the Bruins. Thias Bellotti has a goal and an assist, just made the throw in. Bruins have controlled the ball much better throughout the first 15 minutes. Eagles get the ball past midfield. Reagan passes to Torres. Inside the box, but hustle and a good defensive play by Dallas Albert. Eagles maintain possession back near midfield. Lockridge, who will go all over the field, front, back, and side to side. That's number 7. And that one tapped out of bounds off Rylan Bolt. And the Eagles will have the throw in right in front of us. There you get a great shot of Jair Zavalos. He is a junior from Miami, enjoying his 3rd season playing for Coach Dan Robertson. Bruins come away with possession, and we have a man down and a push violation called against Eric Colston-Artis. And it will be a free kick for Bob Jones. Ball knocked down by Lockridge. Lockridge with a good line drive pass towards Reagan, but he got a little too much of it. Albert was able to beat Reagan to the ball. Out of bounds, it will be TBC's throw-in. Ready to check in for Bob Jones, number 32, Bryce Ramler, who has scored 3 times this season. That's Ramler, you see right in the front of the screen. Lockridge comes from behind, takes the ball away, and dribbled a little too strongly. Bruins come away with possession. Pass to midfield to Bolt, and TBC ends up with the steal. And Eagles will send this one back to the goalkeeper to try to set up another opportunity to advance. The women's soccer game between Trinity Baptist and Florida College, in case you were trying to check that out earlier, that's been rescheduled for October 24th, a Monday afternoon, and the kickoff will be 3:30 p.m. So the game hasn't been canceled, just rescheduled. And we have ourselves a whistle as men from each team tangle up. Looks like it'll be a free kick for Bob Jones. Taking the free kick, or at least holding the ball for now anyway, is Ian Arenzi, who has assisted 2 goals this season. Number 9 is Arenzi. First men's basketball game of the season for the TBC Eagles, Friday, October 28th at Ave Maria University. The first women's game also on the 28th, but that's an exhibition game at Kaiser University in West Palm Beach. So great to have men's and women's basketball ready to begin here in 2022. Arenzi will take the kick and go for the goal, but he got under it and pushed it up over the crossbar. So credit Ian Arenzi with his first shot attempt of the afternoon. Substitution waiting to get called onto the field, and now the whistle allows number 32, Bryce Rambler, to check in. And coming off will be Gashid Larish. And for Trinity Baptist, Mihail Serene in, and coming out is Jorgen Torres. And the whistle to get us back underway, and a nice tap from Izaguirre. And Trinity Baptist will try to advance to the offensive side of the field, but the pass is stolen away. Again, Bob Jones has controlled the ball, I would estimate, about 2/3 of the time so far. Trinity Baptist trying to advance past midfield and has the pass taken away. Long pass all the way toward the bleachers, and good body control on the ball for the Bruins. And we have a man down over near the far sideline. Richard Vasquez tried to make the sliding tackle, and it looks like he is in a lot of pain. The ball rolls out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds as a man from each team battles for the ball. And the ball sent inside the box. Vasquez still down. A header attempt from Ryan Bolt sails wide to the left. And that'll stop the clock with approximately 24 minutes and 24 seconds remaining as we reset the clock on the screen. And the official tends to Richard Vasquez over on the far half of the field. Sandra Stoll, our trainer, will head on over to take a look at Richard Vasquez. We're going to pause right here while Richard Vasquez gets the attention he needs. There's also a Bruins player down. That is Conley Burt. So we'll be right back here on TBC Eagles. During that timeout, the officials went ahead and did the first half water break. So as we're getting ready to resume with 24-24 left to go in the half, no score. Conley Burke was the injured Bruin. He got up on his feet pretty quickly. He's over getting more attention at the Bruins bench. Richard Vasquez got up, walked off under his own power. Both look like they're going to be fine and could be back on the field before too long. Bob Jones has taken 7 total shots, 2 of those on goal from Gashid Lariche and Conley Burke. And Trinity Baptist has 1 shot so far, Jorgen Torres. Back underway. No score here in the first half in this South Region competition. I'm Ray Bureau. Glad you're joining us here on TBC Eagles. That one sails out of bounds right in front of us, so the Bruins will have the throw-in. Matthias Bellotti throws it back into play, and a throw-in now for TBC. The ball hit off Micah Hennigan. Coming up from behind was Mario Figueroa. He made the steal, and the Bruins will send it right back to the goalkeeper, Chris Monchesky. Again, just 6 goals allowed for Monchesky in 872 minutes coming into today's play. And we can add another 22 minutes to that total. Offsides was the call, so a free kick for Trinity Baptist. Nick Lockridge getting ready to put the ball back into play. Eagles setting up an offensive attack, and a big boot by Lockridge, who has 3 goals scored this season. Bob Jones comes away with possession. Bruins send the ball to the far side. Peter Waddy. He has a goal and 3 assists. Waddy, number 7, coming up from behind. Contact, no call. And TBC sends this one upfield. Caballero, though, got that one into the wind, and the wind knocked it down and kept it out of the possession of Mahali Serene. On the move is Hennigan. He gets the ball to the inside, and we have ourselves a whistle, and it looks like it'll be a free kick for Bob Jones. I believe that was Noel Caballero getting called for the trip. Mario Figueroa lines up to take the kick. That's well outside the 18 and even beyond the arc past the 18. Eagles will set up a 3-man wall. Also there is James McCarty, so we'll see which one actually takes the kick. It'll be Figueroa going for the goal, and he scores. Mario Figueroa, first shot attempt, it's on goal, and it comes with 21:44 left to go in the first. And Bob Jones leads 1-0. A free direct kick. And Figueroa got it just inside the right post. That is his 6th goal of the season and the 34th for the Bruins. This is game number 13. Big boot stays in bounds. Reagan couldn't quite get there, and we have ourselves a whistle. The ball had curved, that's what the official's saying, curved out of bounds and then back in, but even in the air, if that ball crosses the sideline, it is considered out of bounds. So a throw-in for the Bruins, who lead 1-0. Coming up on about 21 minutes remaining. Our time on the screen, unofficial. We're keeping that as close to the official time kept by the men in the orange jerseys. Very quick throw-in, and heading inside the box is Hennigan. And TBC comes away with the steal. Galati takes the ball away, and the Bruins send it over to the far side of the box. Contact, no call. Back towards midfield, Reagan wins the race to the ball, but now he has two defenders to beat and a collision. And we have ourselves the ball going the Bob Jones direction. Reagan getting called for the push. Free kick for Bob Jones. Coming up and taking the ball away is Colston Artis. Bob Jones, though, able to quickly regain possession. Tapped out of bounds on the defensive play from Jair Zavalos. Throw in for the Bruins. Right side of the box is Hennigan. He sends this one in front of the goal, and a nice leap by Jason Izaguirre. He had a man coming up from behind, Bryce Rambler, ready to try to make a header shot into the net. Izaguirre, though, 5'11", and a very good arm span and vertical leap, is able to pull that one down. Wind has started to pick up a little bit more, and it's blowing more in toward the camera, but still a little bit towards the Bruins' offensive direction. Dallas Albert used the wind to his advantage and sent that one a little too far, and Bob Jones called for the offsides. Rambler a little bit beyond the defense, so he gets called, and TBC will have the free kick. Pass is stolen by Arenzi to the left side of the box. Rambler trying to get around a defender, sends a pass in front of the net, the header, and a tap in is good from Ryan Bolt, and the Bruins lead 2-0. For Bolt, that's his third attempt of the afternoon, and he scores with approximately 18 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first. So Bruins lead 2-0. Good teamwork, good ball movement, good passing. I thought for a moment the header attempt was the actual shot, but it was a pass toward Rylan Bolt. And Bolt converted with the tap in for the goal. Micah Hennigan gets credit for the assist. Figueroa's goal with 23:16 remaining, that had no assist. So Trinity Baptist playing from behind. At midfield, TBC trying to get past the defense. Nice pass to Caballero, sent towards the corner. Roberts tried to get that one inside, but it was knocked down. Pass from McCarty, intended for Hennigan, and stolen away by Uribe. And we have ourselves a whistle in the backfield, a little bit before the midfield stripe. And a push foul, I believe, was called against Dallas Albert. So TBC, actually you're saying Albert was pushed from behind, so it'll be a free kick for Bob Jones. Of course, I was watching the ball on the other side of the field. Manszewski with the win, a big boot. Lockridge trying to beat one man to the ball. Got his body in front of Bolt, and that allowed Izaguirre to come out of the goal box and pick it up. Izaguirre with a nice kick past the midfield stripe. Manchewski comes out of the 18 and gets a nice leg into that pass all the way past the stripe. And the Bruins looking to extend a current 2-0 lead. And again, outside the box, he was trying to pass that ball to Bolt. Trinity Baptist able to keep the ball away from Bolt. Rylan Bolt scored his 9th goal of the season just a couple of moments ago. Bob Jones retreats and will set up another opportunity to advance into scoring position. Haven't seen Conley Burke or Richard Vasquez back on just yet. Hopefully they'll be all right. Of course, they will have 15 minutes left in the first half plus halftime to regroup, and we hope to see them both back on the field. Reagan takes the pass just before the circle. Caballo over on the far sideline, guarded heavily by Ramler. Loose ball in the circle, grabbed by Colston Artis. And Uribe, good heads-up play because Bolt was coming on to intercept the pass. Bellotti takes the ball away, and he hits Bellotti. And Bellotti takes the wall pass right back to the near sideline. And Bob Jones again will try to back it up and set up another chance. The ball nearly got away from Albert, but he was able to track it down. Bob Jones leading 2-0. Goals were scored by Mario Figueroa and Ryan Bolt. Loose ball right at the midfield stripe. And TBC comes away with possession. That one rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Bruins throw-in. After today, Bob Jones goes to Kissimmee to play Johnson University of Florida on Monday. So they'll have tomorrow off to rest. Head on down to take on Johnson, and a shot attempt and a nice save by Izaguirre. The attempt taken by Bolt. His 4th attempt, second one on goal. One of those went in, and Izaguirre with the sliding save. Will be a corner kick for the Bruins. After Monday's game, Bob Jones heads back to South Carolina, but will stop at Converse University in Spartanburg before ending the regular season against Shaw University at home on Wednesday, October 26th. Header by Lockridge clears the ball outside the box. Well, that schedule on BJUBruins.com says home versus Shaw University, but at Wilson, North Carolina. That is a final regular season game. Bruins take the shot. Izaguirre knocks this one down, and a heads-up play by Zavallos. He will clear that one out of bounds. Mario Figueroa took that shot a moment ago, his second. And both of those on goal. One found some nylon. Izaguirre got the save. And Zavallos was able to make sure no Bruin was in there for a rebound shot. After today, Trinity Baptist will play at Johnson University of Florida on October 19th. Pass towards Hennigan, a header attempt, but an offsides called. And a break for TBC because Ian Arenzi was able to tap that one into the net, but the offsides called well before the shot attempt. Following that game at Johnson on the 19th, Trinity Baptist will play Johnson University of Florida again on Saturday, October 22nd. That's an 11 a.m. kickoff, as that's our homecoming Saturday here at Talon Field. And the TBC Eagles will end the regular season on October 29th with a home game against Toccoa Falls College. That will be a women's-men's doubleheader starting at 2 p.m. the women's game, and the men will play at 4. And that will end the regular season for all the South Region teams on October 29th. Trinity Baptist will host the NCCAA Division II South Region Tournament. Of course, the exact games, opponents, and dates and times still to be determined, but the tournament is scheduled to run between November 2nd and November 5th, and the NCCAA Division II National Tournament begins on November 16th. Harris Reagan up the left side of the field, looking for Robinson, and the goalkeeper, Chris Monszewski, beats Roberts to the ball. Donovan Roberts almost got there in time, but just not quite. Nice play by Monszewski, a very well-experienced goalkeeper. He's been on this field many times over his years at Bob Jones, coming here to play against the Eagles and other opponents, as we've hosted the South Region Tournament a couple of times before. Bob Jones University women's and men's basketball both won the South Region Tournament that we hosted here back in the spring earlier this year. Made their way to the National Championship Tournament. Both did very well. Pensacola Christian won the Women's Championship Tournament, women's basketball. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first half, with Bob Jones leading 2-0. And we have a whistle. And the official is just going to take a look at Donovan Roberts. No indication of stopping the clock just yet. Roberts up on his feet, but heading over to the sideline. Roberts, though, looks like he's going to stay on the field. Back underway with about 8 minutes and some change remaining. Again, our time on the screen, not official, but we're very close. Albert sends this one toward the sideline. Body control by Hennigan. And Bruins hang on to the ball. Bruins win that battle for the loose ball, but coming up from behind and making a really nice play is a TBC Eagle defender. That is Killian Forey. Eagles trying to get into scoring position. The ball comes off the foot of Roberts and into the possession of Albert. Opportunity for the Eagles, but Bob Jones comes away with possession. Bruins quickly get past midfield, and a sliding tackle from Noel Caballero, and a Bruins player down. Offsides, and they'll stop play momentarily as they attend to the injured Bruin. Clock continues to run, and everybody seems to be all right. That was Bryce Ramler. Didn't stay down long, got back up. And the offsides call will give Bob Jones a free kick. Now the center official talking with Killian Forey. Forey's going to hustle over to the sideline, see if he's coming out. And he is, and Richard Vasquez heading back to the field. Now the official saying Vasquez cannot come back yet. So Forey's heading over to the trainer's table. Yeah, the delay was for the discussion about whether or not Richard Vasquez could come onto the field. Instead, Pablo Garcia goes in for Killian Forey. Header by Uribe. And that one goes out of bounds, and it will be a Bob Jones throw-in. Long boot all the way across the box. Hennigan controls it, sends it up to the top of the box, and Caballero clears it away. Ball got away from Morcos in a battle outside the box. And a shot taken and sent over the crossbar. Ian Arenzi takes his second attempt of the afternoon. Goal kick for Jason Izaguirre. Bruins have taken 12 shots, 6 of those on goal, 2 of them scores. Trinity Baptist has just 1 shot attempt on the day. A lot of contact near the circle, and a call goes against Bob Jones, so Trinity Baptist will get a free kick. Wind is picked up a little bit, blowing in the Bob Jones direction, kind of combination of left to right on your screen and in towards the camera. Garcia looking for Surin. Surin gets the ball inside the box, tried to send it inside. Eagles keep possession. Garcia looked like he was trying to take the shot, but slipped a little bit, and a long shot taken from Noel Caballero goes astray and misses wide to the left. But the Eagles getting very aggressive on that last exchange. It's only their second attempt of the afternoon, first for Noel Caballero, who has 3 assists on the season. Checking the time with the official near sideline. Just past the 3-minute mark, he says. So we'll reset the clock on the screen. Remember, I'm doing this all myself, so please forgive me if I get that off a little bit as we have ourselves a whistle. And a call against Paris Reagan will give Bob Jones a free kick. Coach Robertson wants an explanation of that last call. Bob Jones will get it right back into play. Matthias Bellotti has his pass knocked down, but Bob Jones keeps possession. Number 14 is Samuel Gaddis, who has 1 goal and 1 assist. He just made the pass a moment ago. Ball trickles out of bounds. TBC quickly gets the ball back into play. Time's running down in the first half. Eagles trying to get on the board before the intermission. Uribe was looking for Reagan. Surin pushed from behind, and the call called against Matthias Bellotti. Eagles have themselves a free kick just past the midfield strike. Caballero will send this one likely toward the box. Official will pull Andrew Buckley, the required 10 yards away from the ball. Eagle attackers trying to get into position. Caballero sends this one inside the box. Ball's popped up into the air. Reagan trying to get there first, and the ball will go out of bounds. No, Monshewski was able to keep the ball in play with that big pile. I thought the ball had trickled past the end line. But Chris Monshewski jumped on top of the ball and booted it past midfield. Lockridge with possession. Eagles again trying to get on the board before the first half comes to an end. Not much time remaining. Bruins near midfield, looking to extend a 2-0 lead. A ball gets inside the box, but bounces into the hands of Izaguirre. Seconds remaining. In fact, that is the end of the first half. With the score, Bob Jones University 2, Trinity Baptist College nothing. Goals by Ryan Bolt and Mario Figueroa. We're going to take a 15-minute halftime break. We'll come back just before the second half begins. Catch you up on the totals for the first half as you're watching TBC Eagles men's soccer here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College. We are ready for the second half between the TBC Eagles and the Bob Jones University Bruins. As you see on the screen, Bob Jones leads 2-0 on goals from Mario Figueroa, who scored on a free kick in minute 24, and Rylan Bolt scored less than 3 minutes later, his 9th goal of the season for Figueroa. That's his 6th. Bob Jones took 12 total shots in this first half. Trinity Baptist took 2. Bolt had 4. Ian Arenzi took 2. Figueroa had 2. Gashed Larishi 2. And Conley Burke 2. And it's great to see Conley Burke coming back out onto the field. He walked off in the first half under his own power, but bleeding, and he got all cleaned up. And he is out there at midfield, taking the kickoff to get this second half underway. 6 of those 12 shots for Bob Jones are on goal, and of course the 2 that found the back of the net. Mihaly Surin, or check that, Jorgen Torres and Noel Caballero each took shot attempts for Trinity Baptist. Neither of those were on goal. Bob Jones, I don't have the number, but had the better portion of the ball control throughout the first half. Teams have switched sides. Trinity Baptist now going from the left to the right with the wind. Bob Jones going from the right to the left into the wind, which has been at about 9 to 10 miles per hour throughout the game. Calmed down at times. Hasn't gotten a whole lot harder than that. Might have had a few gusts just into double digits. The Eagles had possession, but then the pass intercepted by Dallas Albert. Cross pass all the way across the box. And the ball stolen away by Roberts. But then the loose ball is tracked down by BJU's Gashid Larish. Larish, number 18, with possession. Only 1 yellow card in the first half. That went against Roberts of Trinity Baptist. And we have ourselves a whistle and a free kick coming for Bob Jones on the push foul. Bob Jones took 4 corner kicks in the first half. Trinity Baptist did not have a corner kick. Eagles were called for 7 fouls, Bruins 2. Goalkeeper Jason Izaguirre of TBC has 3 saves. Chris Monsuski, no saves, but he hasn't had any shots on goal to face. And contact and a foul inside the circle called against Jair Zavallos. And a free kick for Bob Jones. Little bitty tap to get us back underway. Beautiful Saturday afternoon as we get later in the afternoon. We started off at 80 degrees. We're at about 78 right now. And again, with that breeze, it is gorgeous out here. Big boot heading toward the Eagles bench and out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in for TBC. Richard Vasquez was also injured in the first half. Number 4, he just threw the ball in, and he was ready to come back into the game near the end of the first half. Official, though, said he would have to wait until the second half. And a trip near the circle, but no call, and the Bruins on the advance. Ball gets away and is picked up by Torres. Izaguirre trying to get the ball to Vasquez. Larish tracks it down and keeps it in bounds for the Bruins. That's Figueroa just outside the box. Good defense by the Eagles, keeping Bob Jones from getting the ball inside, and then a push, and then a pass. It hits off Lockridge. And Lockridge is able to find Reagan near midfield. And the ball's off the foot of Luke Marcos, and TBC will have the throw-in. TBC with the throw-in. There's Vasquez, we talked about just a moment ago. And Vasquez gets the pass to Reagan, and Reagan's able to find Pablo Garcia. Rios backs it up into the circle, and the ball nearly got away from Uribe. Eagles retreat back to the goalkeeper. That pass intercepted by Rylan Bolt. And he lost possession out of bounds, so TBC will have the throw-in. Both teams very aggressive throughout the first half and so far into the second.